Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at Jad's account. So the account name he set here, the username is Tacostand, and we were going through a little bit through the transactions. So everything that happens here is being basically also documented on the Tacostand here. You can see here always the amounts which are being sent here. So the 5,800, 5,846,000, whatever, they're all here. And you can just look at that also. But what I'm going to be looking at a little bit more is the individual transactions of random transactions being sent to him. So very important, the red ones are outgoing transactions. So these are transactions this account has signed off. So Jad has made a transaction sending 5 million XRP or almost 6 million XRP to this address here. So we can also right click and also look at that here. And you can see here that this is just another account, and for example, that this account uses the DEX. Oh, that's also very cool. So we've got this account here. This account is changing the XRP to US dollars. So basically, Jed McCaleb isn't even using a well, quote unquote, centralized exchange. No, he's still using the functionality of the XRP ledger with the decentralized exchange. That's very interesting. I didn't even know that just until now. But cool. But let's go back and let's have a look at all the transactions there. So you can see here people are writing him, and people are basically sending a small amount. So as usually, so you can block incoming transactions, but then you would have to do it on a general basis. So there's a checks amendment which is already passed, but don't mind that. So basically, if you give me your account address, it could be spamming you. Anybody could be spamming you with transactions, and that's what's happening here. So people are sending small amounts of XRP and adding basically some messages there. So you can see here, I've tried to contact people for whatever, like 001, so small amounts, and since it's super cheap, people can send Jad messages, so he's definitely not going to read all of those or any of these. I think that's quite obvious, so don't do that. But I just wanted to show you that if you go through, so BitHome is great for that. So for seeing transactions with the description. So when you do a payment, you can always define a memo description or memo text. So you can even write lots of text and send that. It's like if you would do a wire transfer. So you can see here the chat, I'm on my way to find a startup. So quite weird text here. Then people keep right, so people like messaging him like, never mind, just dump it, whatever. So you can see here, so yeah, so people just spamming a lot with transactions here. And one thing I want to show you here is that there was a very interesting thing I've seen on multiple accounts. Yes, that one here. Because with the auction thing here, you can see here, this is again incoming transaction from just any account. But the part here is he was doing some ads, or he was doing ads and sending randomly to, well, you can analyze all the ledger data, meaning that you can, for example, only get accounts which have, for example, more than 100k XRP on it, and that way you can directly target those accounts with small payments of one drop, and then what would be the case here, and just do some, yeah, like I said, do some ads here. And that's not cool. I'm just trying to explain what this one here is, because many people, when I look at whale alert and people post on Twitter and think like this is something Jad sent or something. No, this is an incoming transaction over Jad, and all other people don't have any power. So if you would, for example, to make xrpdev address, so you know that one here. If I would be at now posting it here, you could send me XRP to that address, and and I couldn't do anything against it. Also, like, you could like write into the memo text whatever you'd like to. Also, like these spam texts here. So right, and it's nothing Jet has to do anything with, but it's basically just, yeah, they, like I said, take the top accounts which have over a certain amount of XRP and spam it. So obviously people who have lots of XRP are a good target audience, even if the conversion rate is even only 0.01% or whatever. But alright. So right, so that's basically here everything I want to show you. So people spamming. So like I said, anybody can send anybody else like XRP. You can disable that. So we'll maybe make another video about that, how we can do that. Just gonna go quickly test it here, and you can set a flag. I'm just looking for it. Yes, and there is these are the assets. My bad. But under properties. No, I'm just looking for it. There is a flag you can set. I'm gonna go to properties, even though again. Okay, I'm blind again. No. Okay, I would have to look at it again. But there is functionality how you can disable it more or less. So maybe it's an exam community. But I might make another video how you can disable being disabled, but it's not really something you would like to, so it's okay. Yeah, there's you can see that here. You can set in a count flag. It's called disallow incoming XOP. So with that you can disable anybody from by the way, but this is only enforced by the applications. So people can bypass that. It's just a flag, so no, anybody can send you XOP. Alright. Okay, so that was basically it for this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.